Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is Lady Estelle and the Street Soldier Crew, and we are back for one more Sunday evening with you. Your host this evening is glad to see that we are still here. We are healthy. We are alive and free. Your host, Dr. Joseph E. Marshall Jr.
Hey, lady. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Street Soldiers. Alive and Free Radio back again. Trying to do the impossible. That's to stop the violence. That's what we do. Everything good here. Good advice, good information, good example, good instruction. All to make it good in your neighborhood. Ready to go once again. And happy Women's History Month. Happy Women's History Month. We just concluded Black History Month. You know, the sisters are lucky. They get it. Black History Month and Women's. And that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's right. So we got a wonderful show for you as we kick off Women's History Month. Want to thank everybody for the love we got on social media for the 37th birthday of Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. From whence Street Soldiers, the radio show sprang, and a host of other things also. But I want to thank everybody. Especially want to thank all of our alumni who just sounded in. We had a nice little celebration at the club last week, and they just came out the woodworks and showed up and showed out, and all the new Omegas was like, wow, wow. They heard some stories that night. Because there have been a lot of stories in the 37 years of Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. All right. What's up, Soul? What's up, Lady E? What's up, Phil Mo? I'm doing a collective thing, and y'all can speak on your own. What's up, Ann? Who wants to speak first?
Hey.
Hey, that's him.
I've been talking all day.
Yeah, that's right. I can remember that. And thank you, reminded me. I gotta let you talk when you want to talk.
Well, nah, it's not that.
It's not that.
It's just I've been talking all day. Nobody said something said anything, so I had to talk.
Okay.
But I would rather go last than first.
Thank you, sir. Did you have a good day?
Great day.
Right.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah.
It's always a great day. On my Instagram, I say thank God for another day, every day.
Ooh.
Started on Facebook.
Yes.
I do it on Instagram.
All right. Lady E, you want to jump in? Why can't I hear you? Oh, because you muted.
It was an easy Sunday morning, a nice day. Thank you.
Easy like Sunday morning, huh?
Easy like Sunday morning.
That's
all right.
One.
What's up, Soul?
What's up, Street Soldiers family? Hey, Doc. Looking young over there, brother.
Hey, man, I'm trying to keep up with you.
I'm looking old.
Which is impossible, but
I'm trying to flip it back and catch up with him.
You're trying to do that LeBron
Benjamin Button
defeating Father Time thing. Yeah.
I'm going at it. Hey, I ain't got no choice.
Well, Malcolm doesn't age, though.
Yeah, no, man. No, you're going to, hey, man, see, the good thing is like when you get to be my age, you're going to look like, you go.
Don't put that up,
Mike, I'm going to tell my.
Don't put
Mike,
that.
I'll tell you my secret, man. Mike, I've been dyeing the beard lately. That's all.
Oh, you cheating.
That's all it is. After a couple weeks, when it wears out, I'm back to Santa Claus status.
Okay. Shout out Just for Men.
Yeah.
Dark and lovely.
Hello, Ann. How are you?
Good. We did a kid birthday party this weekend, and it was fun. So yeah, cotton candy, birthday cake, cupcakes. It was Crumb, the cookie store. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had a good weekend.
Man, them kid birthday parties are undertakings, man. They're undertakings. I don't miss those. I mean, I love doing them. Mostly mom did most of it, and I just showed up. But they work. Yes, sir.
I want to tell Mike that I went out to San Jose on Friday for that comedy show out there.
Oh, okay.
And it was a tribute to JV. If you know about that. Yeah. So I didn't really know that. I was just going for the comedy. And when I got there, I saw that, they had the JV's picture on the screen and everything.
Yeah. So JV one time.
Yeah. That was actually
the show.
Look, Cedric the Entertainer, that's a funny brother.
That's funny, brother.
That's a funny man. DL Hughley is really good. And then who's funny, man? Chris Rock's brother, Tony Rock. He is a funny comedian.
No, I haven't seen him. I think I have seen him, but not a lot.
He's funny.
That man is a professional laugh getter. He just knows how to make you laugh. He's
funny.
really good.
I think it's Rolando. He was funny too. Another guy. It was right before DL Hughley. DL Hughley was cool. Cedric was cool.
Oh, you was in the house? You was there?
I was there. DL Hughley.
DL was like, it felt like at the end he got going. Didn't you notice that?
Well, that's his thing when he started getting on
his trademark when he go after the crowd.
Get on the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so he did his thing. He seemed
it was
like
almost like he was too old for the audience.
Yeah,
it kind of
felt. Yeah. Well, that's how I felt.
I got you. That's how I felt. That's how.
And then Cedric was cool. I liked, like I said, Tony Rock. Like he said, Tony Rock was very funny, and the guy Barbosa was very funny. He's very funny. He kind of uses
you making me laugh just saying he's funny.
he kind of uses like a sort of like a Kevin Hart. He gets on himself about his height.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he does it real clever. He does it in a clever way.
All right.
Very good.
I'm at
they were all good. It was a good night of comedy.
It's always fun to watch comics because it's like they all give you a different.
Everybody got their own.
They all got their own style.
Yeah.
From the Corey Holcombs to the Mike Epps to the Cat Williams to the Cedric.
Cat's crazy.
Cat's funny. He's a genius when it comes to the comedy.
No, I mean, but yeah,
he's up there.
Dave like Cat going over the edge.
But that's how I like my comics. I like
him like that.
I like him going over the edge.
Okay.
Because that's the one time where going over. It's okay to go over. Cross the line. So why not?
Yeah, man. I mean, Cat's eyes get big. Stay on this side. Life is over here.
Oh, and Felipe Esparza. Now that boy crazy.
Oh yeah. Yes.
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 He's funny, but he will cross the line.
Very much so.
So, lady, like we're gonna have to get you a ticket to a comedy show so you can see all of these folks.
Okay.
It was cool to see like 5-6 comics one night because, like Mike said, you get to see everybody's style. So
yeah.
Rest in peace, JV, and a great show.
I'm glad you had a good time. Seriously, no, man. You spend the money. You hope you have a good time, right?
Mm-hmm.
No drama, right?
Nah.
Yeah, good. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, that's always my major concern with everything. All right, news. So you got more news than me. I only have one, and this is something that we previously mentioned on Street Soldiers. 2 men have been convicted of killing Run DMC's Jam Master Jay.
Yeah, saw that.
22 years after his death, and there's a backstory to this. I did not read it all, but apparently there's a whole lot going on in this killing, and took 22 years to get the resolution. So yeah.
Was it family? Didn't they say it was family?
Yeah. I forget the exact relationship. I had it before, but I don't have it now. But yeah, it was family.
I think it was Godson.
Godson.
Okay.
Thing and money thing and all that nasty stuff. Yeah. We lose brothers too. Whether you are famous celebrities or not, doesn't seem to make any difference. All right, so you got a few here.
I know you like the positive ones, or at least the ones that are not depressing us. Did you see the one about the oldest woman in the United States?
Yes, I did, and I think I saw a picture of her. Right, I saw a picture of her on the news.
Lady Estelle, she lives in Houston, Texas, close to you.
Yep.
And Mike, this Elizabeth Francis is 114 years old.
Wow. And is cooking, always cooking, grows her vegetables in the backyard. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look, you already know Miss Francis greens are on a whole nother level. You ain't even
She is not buying it from the store. She's growing her own greens.
She's been making greens for 80-something years, probably. I mean, come on.
Yeah. The wisdom in those greens.
She says her steadfast faith in God has been the driving force behind her longevity. That's something, 114. Man, Lord. Oh, go ahead, girl. I don't know.
She said she never smoked and she did not drink. She doesn't drink. So
wow,
that might have helped as well.
That would have helped. That helps too. That's just I can't. I look at. I'm circling the number 114. All right, got a long way to go.
Didn't it say somewhere, Lady Stell, she lives with her daughter?
Yes, her daughter.
And her daughter is 94.
94.
Okay.
Wow.
What an incredible relationship the two of them must have, you know.
That family got some. Ooh, go ahead. Congratulations.
Send me some of them greens. That's all I got to say.
You know, those are dandelion greens. More than likely, they're dandelion greens.
Okay.
If people don't realize the health value of dandelion greens.
No, I didn't know nothing about it. So
dandelion. You know, I just grew up on. You know what? What I grew up on. So
collard greens,
of course, collard. You know, mustard, turnips. Ooh, you know, where you get? Can you get those at the store? Dandelion.
Hey,
you can, but you know, they used to grow in the backyard all over the place.
No. Farmers market is nice. You know.
Oh,
that's true.
Yeah. All right. The other item is the Democrats have reintroduced John Lewis's Voting Rights Act ahead of the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. It was introduced a little more than a week ago. Protest marches in the Alabama town have been going on with the intent of combating the resistance toward African Americans gaining the right to vote in elections. That you just can't get it passed.
Yeah, well, right? That's right. We'll see. You
know, of Congress, but thank you. Go for it. All you can do is go for it. All right, that's all the news I have. And so tonight we are going to talk about. Voting is Tuesday. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you reminded me.
Well, this is that election that everybody forgets about, you know, because it's one of those elections that it's easy to forget about, you know.
Yes.
And so important not to forget about. I tell you what.
Anytime. Absolutely. All right, Women's History Month. We're gonna start it off this way. The title of the show is Phenomenal Women. Phenomenal Women.
Bar is high tonight, huh?
The bar should be high.
Yes, it should. I agree.
Phenomenal women, and actually, Lady E, I had actually went and downloaded the poem by Maya Angelou. Because I always get bits and pieces of it. I would hear her doing a little snippet here, a little snippet there. There's no doubt the poem is powerful, but reading it again and again, read it. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna read it, but everybody go read that poem. Read the poem "Phenomenal Woman" by Maya Angelou, because she's something. She's something. She can really put words on paper, and then she can really say her words. So so that's our bar for tonight. Phenomenal Woman, and I'm gonna just throw it out to the Street Soldier listening audience. Give us a call, 877-955-1061. We're going to do the first hour this way, 877-955-1061. Who are the phenomenal women to you in your life, in history, presently? Who is a phenomenal woman to you? Now, the problem is, the issue is every time I do this, people got 3 or 4. So we got to narrow it down. And I know everybody, 877-955-1061, the first person you're going to pick is your mother. So that's a given. Because if you ask me, everybody said that, Mama. I know it. Because you ask me, that's number one. That's right. Mom is number one. You raised 9 kids.
So you're saying don't even mention mom?
You can mention mom. That's fine.
No, I understand
I just want people, also, you say mention mom quick and. How about mom and? All right, mom and.
Make a quick mention of mom.
Make a quick mention of mom, because mom was on 877-955-1061. Phenomenal woman. Who is a phenomenal woman to you? Now, we did this 2 or 3 years ago. You know who we got a lot? We got Michelle Obama, like a whole bunch of times. That's a phenomenal woman. So while the calls come in, 877-955-1061, who is a phenomenal woman to you? We got to start in the studio, in-house. Who's first? Who is a phenomenal woman to? We already got a call that fast? Okay. All right. You are on Street Soldiers. Say your name. Happy Women's History Month. Who was a phenomenal woman to you?
You know what? Oh my God. My mama Alice. My mama Alice, you know what? Y'all doing it. You know what? God bless you. Look, you know what? Oh my Lord. Man. I tell you, because if it wasn't for your mama, you wouldn't be here.
That's
but
true.
Thank God for Daddy too. Man, you know what? Corey Laverne Brown Senior. Wow.
What makes a phenomenal?
You know what?
So what makes a phenomenal?
You know what? I tell you like this. Hola, ¿cómo está, señor?
How are you?
I don't know. Go ahead. He said Cora. Shout out to Cora.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted what makes a phenomenal. 800-955.
877-955-1061 is the number to dial.
Thank you. Who is the phenomenal woman to you? And I'm gonna ask you, why is she phenomenal? So you got one while we waiting on the call? You got one? Yeah.
Do I have one?
Yeah. I know.
Let's see. I have my cousin, Sharon, my sisters. They're phenomenal. Just because they support me. They love me. They look out for me.
That's nice.
Yeah. They always want me to do. They always have my best interest at heart.
They wash your back.
They wash me back. If I needed it, yeah.
Has it always been this way?
Yeah, my sisters have always been very special to me.
Older or younger?
They're younger than me.
Okay.
I'm mature though. You don't really think about it when you're younger. I almost want brothers.
You're right.
Yeah. I don't want sisters. I want brothers. But as I get older, I appreciate them and all the things.
Names again. Seriously,
their name is Michaela and Malika.
Your sisters.
My sisters.
No, I hope they listen.
I don't think so.
Oh well, okay. I want them to know. Can we do something? I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Lady, where you at? Lady E, come back. I need you. Phenomenal woman.
I'm right here.
Lady E, they're Mike's sisters. All right. Can I give away your book to Mike's sisters? Is that cool? Can I do a book giveaway?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just said they were phenomenal.
Definitely
right?
are.
All right.
They are. Thank you. Appreciate
so
it.
You just have to get the info.
Okay.
And
for sure.
We're going to get your sisters, Lady E's.
Beautiful.
All right. 87. Yes. 87 is all about the ladies. 877-955-1061. Wow. If you're driving in your car on the way, you call us and tell us you're a phenomenal woman. And if I'm feeling right, if I like, I may give you a book too.
Uh-oh.
I may give you a book too.
Now
I'm in a generous mood. I've been in a generous mood lately. It's about the third book giveaway I've done. 879-555-1061. And phenomenal woman to you. Who is a phenomenal woman
this
to you?
This one's hard. This is a hard one because I want to say Mrs. Dell. Mrs. Dell, Miss Demetra, just very strong women who love hard and teach hard, and but I feel like Mrs. Dell's gonna get this all over, because you were just loved. And
look, man, if everybody said Mrs. Dell tonight, it would be okay.
Yes.
All right.
If you hear that, all right.
I also. Oh, go ahead.
Hang on. Let's take the call and we'll come back. All right. You're on Street Soldiers. Hello. How are you? Who are you? And who is your phenomenal woman and why?
My name is Larissa, and phenomenal woman to me is my daughter, Carmen Lee.
Can you turn the radio down, please?
Can you turn on the radio and roll up the window? There you go.
Roll up the windows are rolled up.
Okay, there you go.
All right, start one more time. Go right ahead.
My daughter, Carmen, is a phenomenal woman to me. I think she is.
So you got to tell us, why is she a phenomenal woman?
Because she holds herself down and she takes care of her daughter. She's just an all around. I think she's a great mother. And she's a great lady. She's a phenomenal woman, I think.
But I'm sure that she was the same, would say the same about you. I'm sure she would say that because you raised her, so she didn't get this way by accident. So, congratulations. Congratulations to you too. Would you like Lady E's book? Would you like Lady E's book?
Yeah, I'd love to have one.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna hang on. We're gonna get you and for you and your daughter, okay, My Unspoken Heart, correct, Lady? I make sure I say the title correctly. Yeah,
That's
right?
correct.
That's it. That's it. So we'll get you. All right. Thank you so much. 877-955-1061. Who was your phenomenal woman? Who's next? And tell me why.
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
Yes.
Well, that's your phenomenal woman. Go right in. And why is first of all, who are you? Who are you?
John.
John.
San Jose.
John. All right, John. And
she seems like she always is telling the like keeping it like real and calling out all the hatred and stuff in the world, I believe.
All right, Candace Owens. Well, that's his. He can have Candace. Everybody has a phenomenal woman. Would you like a copy of Lady E? Well, I can give him a copy of the book.
Yeah, you can.
John, would you like a copy of the book, My Unspoken Heart?
I definitely would.
Lady,
I would definitely. I love reading.
Oh, thank you. All right, well, we'll get that to you. All right, okay, Lady E. His phenomenal woman is not my phenomenal woman, but that's his, right?
Right.
She's smiling. 877-955-1061. If you got one from history, I would love that. I would love from history, but that's all right. Who we got? Who's on?
Make sure when you come onto the radio, you turn down your radio. If you come on, if you're calling 877-955, please turn down your radio when you come onto the air. Thank you so much.
All right. Who do we have? Hello.
Yeah, my name is Kristen Hernandez.
Christian. All right, Christian. And it's happy Women's History Month. And who was your phenomenal woman?
My phenomenal woman is my wife, Savannah MacArthur.
Hey.
And tell us why she is your phenomenal woman.
She's just amazing for always being there, taking care of my little boy, and just holding me down while I try to get myself together and everything.
That is so nice. That is so nice. How long have you known her? How long have you two been together?
Going on 5 years.
Ah, all right. That's great. That's great. Do you ever tell her that she's phenomenal? We gave you a new word for her. Okay.
I'll later tell her tonight, but she is listening to this right now in the car while I step down, so that's cool.
I didn't know you were going to call that. It's so good. So she's listening to you telling her that she's phenomenal.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's looking at me right now through the window, so that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. That is very cool. Well, we're going to reward her and your phenomenal, with a copy of Lady E's wonderful book, My Unspoken Heart. And all Anne has to do is get the contact info, which I think she is on top of, correct? And thanks for listening, man. Really, that's great. I mean, it's so wonderful for you to tell her that. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling Street Soldiers.
Want him to stay on hold or what?
Oh, they got it.
Yeah,
Ain't got it. And all over.
Okay.
And got a system.
Right on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Who's next? 877-955-1061. Who is your phenomenal woman? If you got one from history, I'd love it, but you can always use your lady or your mother or anybody else. Who's next?
Valita.
Say that. Spell your name.
Veleda.
Valita. All right. Valita, who is your phenomenal woman?
My mother, she's gone to glory, but she was phenomenal. She loved so many people, so many other children that was not her children. She was just amazing. She was a nurse. She was a teacher. She was just a blessing.
Wow.
She went out. She went out her way to help so many people. I just try to keep her memory alive by trying to be more like her.
Wow. I mean, you're speaking in such glowing terms. Wow. Do you know why she was like that? I mean, did you ever have, I don't know if she said it. Why was she like that? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I think God just made her like that. She just was amazing. She had a hard time growing up with her mother and didn't know who her father was back in the day, and she just really reached out to so many friends of mine, and she just left so many markers that I see when she's not here with me, like friends that I'm not longer here. They died, and she took pictures of them and left photo albums from me. She just was amazing.
One thing about when somebody's a mom and they mom everybody. You know, they you know, I know the women that raised me, my mother, but all these other women raised me. They were just like, you know, they were just everybody's mama. They were community moms. And it sounds like she was that way.
And we don't have those kind of people any longer. We're losing those type of people in the world. And I just try to keep her memory alive by being more like her.
Oh, wow.
Because she was beautiful.
You're letting her light shine.
A beautiful person.
You're letting her light shine through you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So you want to say something to Valita, Miss Estelle? I just.
And I also know all of my nieces, they are very phenomenal women. They about their business. They're business women. They take care of their children. They're just awesome.
TCB. All right. All right. You should see Lady Estelle. She's smiling like crazy.
Yeah, no, I understand mothers.
Go book, baby.
Okay.
I understand. Hold that light. Carry that torch that your mom lit for you.
Thank you. It's hard because I'm not like her in a lot of ways, but I'm really striving to be more like her because she was awesome. And we don't have those kind of people in the world that just love, like how God would love us, like unconditionally, all the time, no matter what kind of condition you have.
That is phenomenal.
That's it. That's it. We'll get you a book. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Make sure that when you call into 877-955-1061, you turn off the radio so that everyone can hear your shout out or your phenomenal woman, please.
877-955-1061. When we got a call, we'll know. Let me know when you got one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got one?
No, we don't.
We don't?
If I can wrap up more quick with I just want, my friend, my really good friend lost her mom this week. And it was just really sad because, those are the, the people, who click like on your Instagram posts and like talk to you like you're a real person, not just like the internet. And I guess I just wanted to send my love to her and her family because I know that they're dealing with that loss, even though, she lived a long, full life and left us with all kinds of good memories. But it's also sad when you think about when you have to. Yeah, when it's still fresh.
Yes.
Just wanted to celebrate her really quick.
Can you say her name, man? You say her name?
Mary Anderson.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Phenomenal woman. Okay. 877-955-1061. Call us. Tell us you're phenomenal woman. And like Philmo says, make sure your your radio is off when you call. All right. Who we got? Hello?
Turn down your radio, please. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Turn it down.
Do we have you?
You got me. You told me you got me. I just want you to guys to know that you all guys are the bomb.
Oh, thank you. That is so nice. Thank you so much.
Like you said, my mother has been gone for 12 years.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. At the same time, I want you guys to know that even though you guys acknowledge it, you guys are the bomb.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
What was phenomenal about your mom?
Well, my mom, because she was my best friend. Like I can talk to her, like I can say things to her. Did she like say no, it's not okay? But she's that's my best friend.
Okay.
My mom is my best friend.
Wow, that's wonderful.
My best friend.
We are going to get you a copy of Lady E's book, My Unspoken Heart, and I hope you enjoy it for you and your phenomenal mother. Thank you so much. Okay.
Let you guys know you guys are phenomenal. You guys are about.
Wow,
Thank you.
You're making me cheese.
Thank you so much.
Lunch and I'm dark. Okay. Thank you very much, huh? Thank you. We will get it to you. 877-955-1061. Who is your phenomenal woman? Can I give a historic? We got one? Let me know. We got a couple?
Yeah, we have a call.
Okay, we'll do a couple. All right. Go right ahead. You are on Street Soldiers with Dr. Marshall, Lady E, the Street Soldier team. Who are you and who is your phenomenal woman? Yep. Who are you? Where are you? Yep.
She's not there.
Yep.
Go to someone else.
Okay. All right.
Make sure you turn down your radio. Turn down your radio, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Go right ahead. Who are you and who is your phenomenal woman or women?
Oh man, my name is Trevor, dude. My phenomenal woman is my mom, man. So the reason being, man, like when she caught me smoking weed the first time, dude, like I was probably like 10 or 11. She anecdotally told me a story about sprinkling Frank on their cereal, man. And it's kind of like stuck with me ever since.
What do you say? Okay. Well, yeah. Let's let's try another. 877-955-1061. I'm not sure that's what Maya meant by the definition of phenomenal, but that's okay. 877-955-1061. So I'm gonna throw a historical phenomenal woman. Harriet Tubman is just phenomenal with me. I mean, that I remember. I don't know how long ago I heard her story, but I just did a reading for an elementary school down in Bakersfield. In fact, it was Principal Marshall Dillard who was on the commission with me. Yeah, he was on the commission with me. He's the principal of a school, and he had every day during Black History Month, he had a different reader to come in and read books to his kids, right? So I picked Harriet Tubman, and I knew the story, her going in, delivering slaves, first escaping from freedom herself. Now, a lot of people, when they get out of slavery and they back up in the North, is like, I'm good. But she said, nah, man, my kids are there. My husband's there. I'm going back. Now, this is the thing for me. She went back and said, look, we got to go. Let's get my family out here, get you out here. And the husband said, no, I ain't going. I ain't going. In Malcolm X's words, we got a good house here. That's what Malcolm X would have said. And so she said, you can stay with me. And she said, no, I'm leaving. I'm going back to the North. And she kept coming out leading. I just can't believe she did it by herself. Yeah. She was kicked in the head by a horse when she was young. A lot of people know the story. And I guess it's equivalent of epilepsy. That's the only thing I think of. She had blackouts, but she would go in there. She never lost a passenger on the Underground Railroad. Wow. Never lost a passenger. Never lost a passenger. And and no posse, just her. And when you get the idea that you can be free, that sort of spreads to everybody. So he was like, I can get out of here. I'm gone. So that's part one of Harriet Tubman. I'm gonna come back with part two because she did so much more after that. What a remarkable woman. By the way, she had a $40,000 bounty on her head, which is probably the equivalent of $1 million today. They couldn't get that sister. They couldn't get Harriet Tubman. What's that? What's our rule for living? If you want things to change, change begins with, and change began with her. 877-955-1061. Give us a call. You're a phenomenal woman, and we like it. Lady E's book, a copy of Lady E's book, My Spoken Heart, will be yours as we begin a celebration of Women's History Month. Hi, you are on Street Soldiers. Hello.
Hello.
You are on. Who is this?
Hi, this is Sandy. Calling from Richmond, California. I gotta say my phenomenal woman, right?
Yes, you do.
All right. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I want to say I'm a phenomenal woman because
girl, ain't nothing wrong with tooting your own horn.
Only because I gave birth to a daughter in the month of March, which was super empowering to me. And she's actually about to be 2 years old on the 17th.
Oh wow.
So I want to give myself a special shout out to doing that. And my daughter as well, she will grow up one day to be a phenomenal woman. And with the help of my village of phenomenal women around me, which is my mom, my grandma, my cousin, who is like my sister. I'm actually want to give a shout out to my cousin. She's doing so great in school right now. She's a straight A student at Contra Costa College. And yeah, I'm just surrounded by phenomenal women. So I love it here.
Oh, wow. It's definitely in your voice. What's it like being a mom?
It's amazing. I mean, I love being a mom, you know. She's such a great kid, and she's so intelligent. She's about to be too, and she's already so intelligent. I'm so proud of her. She is bilingual. She's really trilingual because she also knows sign language as well.
So what's the other language? English,
sign language, English and Spanish.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it here. I love being her mom. And yeah.
What's your what's your daughter's name?
Her name is Ivy, and she's actually was born on St. Patrick's Day. So we call her our little Lucky Charm.
Oh, that is so girl, you all right with us. You all right with us. We gonna get you the book. We gonna get you the book. Lady, you want to say something to her? You know, when I get these wonderful calls, I just gotta have you chime in if you can.
Oh my goodness. Phenomenal it is indeed to give birth and then to and teach and raise a baby girl, knowing that she's going to be phenomenal too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, you know, congratulations. Every St. Patrick's Day gonna come around, I'm gonna say, it's Ivy's birthday.
I'm gonna say, how's that lucky charm?
Lucky charm. Thank you. We're gonna get you a copy of My Unspoken Heart by Lady Estelle. Thank you so much for calling tonight.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a blessed one.
Happy Women's History Month. All right, 877-955-1061. 877-955-1061. Who is your phenomenal woman? Give us a call. We're celebrating Women's History Month. He will let me know when I got a call. He points very well. We got one. All right, here we go. It's you. Who are you?
My name is Manuel.
Manuel. All right. Thank you very much. Who is your phenomenal woman?
It's actually a friend of mine. Her name's Kelly Deem.
Kelly.
And she back in high school, I went to school with her all the way throughout school and everything else. And I'd like to read a little something that she wrote that to me it makes her phenomenal.
All right, go right ahead.
Just on January 4th, she celebrated 32 years of cancer free.
Oh.
All right.
Praise the Lord.
It's beautiful.
Back when she was in high school, she had received a scholarship to the University of Hawaii. And when they went to go do the physical for her, they found a giant lump on her head. And she thought it was just from scar tissue, or her doctors first told her it was scar tissue and stuff like that. Well, it ended up being that she had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. They didn't give her very long to live. But she turned around and her doctor fought for her to do a trial. Now that trial, they ended up having to do a bone marrow from her and do everything else. Out of the 6 people that they did this trial on at UCSF, she was the only one that survived.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Ooh.
She had watched people that other people that were in the hospital and everything else during this trial and everything else pass away slowly but surely. And her mom passed away from cancer, and she ended up moving to Texas. She lives in Texas now with her 2 adopted daughters that her and her ex-wife raised. And she's just absolutely a phenomenal person. And throughout the divorce that she recently went through and everything else, she's turned around and said, you know what, we're divorced, but we need to raise these children together still.
Yeah.
And she still gets along with her ex-wife very well, and they raised their 2 twin daughters very well. And she's just an absolute awesome person. Her name's Kelly Deem.
Wow.
And she's a phenomenal woman.
That is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
If we get you this book, can you get it to her? Can we depend on you to do that?
Yes, I could.
Okay.
I'd definitely get it. I'd definitely love to send it to her.
I think it would be wonderful for her to receive. Lady E's book, My Unspoken Heart. Okay. And we connected. We got it. Oh, thank you so much for calling and sharing it, man. Thank you for remembering her. Thank you for remembering her. That's a lot of years. So thank you. You've been a good friend. All right. Dr. Marshall here, Alive and Free, Street Soldiers. Who's on? Got another one? You're on? You're on. Go right ahead.
Aaron?
Who's calling?
Aaron?
Yes, you are.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Stefan. Stefan from San Diego.
Stefan! Stefan, I'm celebrating in the studio. What's up, my brother?
Doing good. I just want to quickly say to Mrs. Steele, what happened to me recently really affected me, and it was her voice that's been keeping me going. Mm-hmm. And I just want to thank her for being a phenomenal woman. Her and Ann's voice kept coming through, that I would be okay. I'm still having some issues, but I just keep hearing Mrs. Steele's voice saying, "Well, Stefan, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be." I just want to thank her for being that phenomenal woman, that voice that keeps coming back. And the other voice would be my Aunt Helen, who passed away years ago, who lived in LA, who raised 10 kids. She had 9 boys and 1 girl, and I would come to LA every summer. And she's another voice that was just always open to me, and just I could tell her anything. I could talk to her. Her family was great, and like you, Doc, she lived right there in South Central, and all her kids became great people. They're all doctors, lawyers. And it was her that also I heard during my time in the hospital for 17 days. But I just want to thank Lady Estelle, because her voice is just still there, and it's still present, and it just keeps reminding me that the goal is to stay alive and free, and I'm going to be okay.
You gonna be all right, baby. You gonna be all right. Oh,
that's what keeps it. That's what I hear. I'm gonna be all right. I just want to thank you so much for being that phenomenal woman that I met years ago. That's been the same ever since. Nothing changed. Everything was straightforward with me. Nothing, whatever I have to say to you, you let me know. Well, Stefan, this is what. So I just want to appreciate you guys and thank you. Can't talk on me because I'm short of breath.
We know we love you, man. You know we love you. We love you, man. And I told you, take it easy, brother. Don't be rushing to get back up, okay?
Take your time, baby.
Just up.
Take your time.
Well, my goal is to be at the next training, so I'm going to work out and get there.
I know.
You know me.
We love you, man. We love you. You are a street soldier personified. You are a street soldier personified.
Take care of yourself.
I'm glad I'm able to get through on the show. Thank you.
Okay. Love you, man.
Thank you, baby.
Wow. That was nice. Why? Stefan. Okay. Whew. All right. Lady E, while we're waiting for the next call, 877-955-1061. You're a phenomenal woman or women.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, because it's really so hard to have just one. When I have met and been touched by, trained by, cared for by, guided by, loved by so many phenomenal women. They who have been able to stand in the midst of the storm, to do what's good and right when it's easy and when it's not so easy, to be kind and loving, consistent, persistent, and always there, available and ready to teach, lead, and guide. We've got Candace Hill Lewis, Demetra Jones, yes. Sadie White Grice, Rosamond Miller, Odessa Marshall. I mean, women who have touched, changed, loved me, talked to me, listened to me. Oh my goodness, I can go on and on, but I'll stop with them. I mean, and those are the older women. Let me touch on a little sweetheart. We've got Ann. We've got Miss Patterson. We've got little Evelyn. Let me talk about the babies who are phenomenal. Let me talk about my daughter, Deidre Smith. Let me just talk about women who can stand and shine their light, give and love no matter what.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that time. I mean, I could, you step back to me and I got a few more.
Obviously, you give a book to yourself, but you don't have to do that. You already got them. I don't know if the soul is on. The soul gone to give you a chance to get his phenomenal women in. He didn't have a chance. 877-955.
Let me just say, because I know you like the historical ones, there's Nicole Hannah-Jones, who had the courage to write and deal with a lot of opposition in that project 1619. Isabel Wilkerson.
Yes, oh my Lord.
And the courage of Ava DuVernay to put that together and tell that story. Oh my goodness.
I'm writing it. You hit 3 right there.
Okay.
You hit 3 right there. Let me just read what I got from a text. Not sure if we can text, but Dr. Marshall, my phenomenal women are my grandmother's Mrs. Macy Johnson and Mrs. Jane Brooks, my mother, Mrs. Bobby Brooks, and my sibling, Eshe Brooks. And this is from Greg Brooks, somebody who's in the panel of the council with me. Lady E, he texted in, he wanted to recognize the phenomenal women in his life. Greg, I'm gonna make sure you get a book. All right? We about to wrap it up. We gotta go.
Yeah.
He did? Greg got a book. All right, Greg, you already got, but you don't get no book. All right. All right. We're going to transfer to YouTube, right? YouTube.
Live and free. That's where you can find us. YouTube at Stay Alive and Free. We are live right now. Go ahead and join us.
All right, we're gonna go to hour 2, take a break. We'll be back, pay the bills, more phenomenal women. Women, you don't like these. Woo. Please, Lord. All right.
106.1 KMEL is the People's Station.
Yes, we are, son. And we've made it easier for you to enter.
Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul? Trying to find my soul. Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier. Street soldier. Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask. I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. No. When times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say. This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and Free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul? Trying to find my soul. Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier. Street soldier. Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask. I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. No. When times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say. This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and Free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement.
Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah.
Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul?
Trying to find my soul.
Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier.
Street soldier.
Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask.
I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. No. When times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say.
This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and Free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement.
Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier.
Hold on, we're just coming back live. I was just stopping the song because I replayed it a couple times. All right, here we go. We're back. We're live.
Live and Free Radio, hour number 2. Street Soldiers celebrating the first week of Women's History Month with our show on phenomenal women. It's all about phenomenal women, phenomenal women. The first hour we have some wonderful calls. I'm telling you, and I love when the people call in, give us the answers. We get to salute them and their phenomenal women. The second hour, we just got them on camera. We just got them on camera. We got some phenomenal women on camera. And I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Not killing. I'm celebrating 2 birds with 1 stone. Stop saying. So
don't start killing on the live.
I was gonna say that's a saying that's been in a lexicon for so long.
Okay.
Celebrating 2 things. We're celebrating the first week of Women's History Month. And we're also celebrating the 37th birthday of Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. And I can't think of any better way to celebrate our birthday, which was officially last Monday, I think. We had a celebration at the club Tuesday. Damn, with some phenomenal women of Alive and Free, right? And so we have, look at these faces, lady. Look who I got here. Look who I got here. I said, oh, Lord, I don't see who I can get, and they said yes, and someone was busy, but, and so I first of all, it's wonderful to see all of you. It's wonderful to see all of you. I want to kill. So I want to do 2 things tonight. I want to talk about your years at the club and, what you got out of being at the Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. And I also want to talk about phenomenal women. And because you all are, and what you are doing now, you're just got representatives of both, representatives of the organization and representatives of women. And so you see we have Ariane Wiley Green, wave your hand. We have Mahogany Spears, wave your hand. We have Ricky Norris, raise your hand. We have Tarisha Graves, raise your hand. We have Layla Turner. Layla, I keep messing up. I keep writing Layla Cowles, and she said, no, she's Turner now. She's Turner now. She's Turner now. She's been turning for a minute, so don't do that. I don't want Eric come and hit me over the head. We have Messiah Edwards, and we have Benita Lee Tatum, who is, I just see a picture, Benita. I don't know if I can get you in, but just we'd love to see you also. So thank you all for being here. I don't know where I want to begin. Let's talk about the club first. 37 years. And if I know this and the audience doesn't know it, but Lady E knows it. We got different eras here, different time frames here. We got some back, a little while back, and we got some more recent. And I purposely picked somebody who is still currently at Alive and Free. And I think it's also wonderful for you to meet your sisters in the club. Meet your sisters in the club. So, Ariane, why don't you just talk about when you came to Omega and, what it was for you and so on and so forth. We'll start with you because you're the first one I see at the top. Hi.
I think
y'all look good. All y'all look good.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
So again, I'm Ariane. I came to the club, I think maybe 2016 or 2017, and then I left around 2018. What it meant to me, I mean, at the time, I didn't really know. I was still trying to figure it out, but I think I was one of those people growing up where I felt like I knew a lot, but when I got to Omega, I was like, okay, there's so much that I don't know, and there was so much that I was willing to learn, and it opened me up to just see the world in a different way. Because I feel like a little bit I was sheltered. So when you're sheltered, you're not exposed to everything. So some stuff, you have a privilege of not being able to experience. But my world opened up a little bit when I heard about some of the stories that other people are going through. And in fact, there's a new movie, Kimba Story. And my friend was texting me you got to watch Kimba, you got to watch Kimba. And I was like, well, I do want to watch it, but I learned that way back in high school. I learned all about the story. I got into it for real. So I kind of already know, but it was funny. Dang, I really had an opportunity to learn about that at a young age and really internalize it a little bit and think of it in a different way. So that was my experience in it. I would do anything to go back. I actually kept all of my notebooks from Omega, and I was cleaning up the other day, and I found one, and I was just reading some of the stuff that I wrote in there, and it was really remarkable, and I'm happy that I kept it. And I can't wait to revisit it 10 years from now.
Each of you went off of school or going off of school, and you went to San Jose State.
Yeah.
And there's a couple stories. Weren't you were you the valedictorian? You were something at the Black graduation. You were something. You were speaking. I know that.
I was just the selected student speaker for the Black grad.
Yes. Oh. It's one of your major accomplishments. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
Go to Mahogany.
Hi, Doc.
Girl, stop.
Hello, everyone. Hi, ladies. Hi, Mrs. Steele. How are you? So I started Omega over 20 years ago. So I'm trying to kind of aging myself with that question, Doc. Thank you. But yeah, 20 plus years, I attended Omega Boys and Girls Club, now known as Alive and Free. And what I got out of it was a different perspective. You introduced us to a whole new world. You brought in education around historically Black colleges and universities. Not only did you bring that experience to us, but you were so invested that you spent your time, your energy, your love, and everything to send people away, make sure they came back, and then shared that with the people under them. So there's generations and generations of your knowledge, your love, your investment in all of us. That's what I got out of it the most. In addition to the educational piece, and it wasn't something that you just gave, right? So it wasn't just a scholarship. No, we were required to do lessons. We were required to learn and take back what we got. There's not one person here that probably can't tell you one coachism, right? Principles, right? It's the principles that we take with us. So I got a lot out of it. The principles, the coachisms, you're only one bad decision away is like my go-to, because I have to constantly remind myself that I am no different than anyone. I have to remain humble and that I am one bad decision away. And two, just you've seen us, right? From a community, I'm from Bayview Hunters Point. So you've seen me. You didn't see just the poor Black girl. You didn't see, what everyone else seen. You've seen more than that, right? You've seen each of us for all of the things and all the potential and possibilities that we could be. You've seen us. So I got all of that from Omega Boys Club and Alive and Free. So thank you.
You are welcome. And you went to St. Augustine's?
Yes, I went to St. Augustine's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I currently work in forensic mental health. And
Save all that. We don't get the current stuff. We don't get save all that. We just get club stuff because I want to show people the quality of the phenomenal women that come out of Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. All right, Tarisha Grace Esquire. See that Esquire, Mr. Esquire? Y'all got problems?
It's JD Esquire.
Excuse me. JD ain't
Hi,
up to.
Phil. Hi, Dr. Marshall. I was overthinking. So I started at the club, I believe, in 2011, and then I went away in I finished in 2012. The club means a lot to me, and it did, and it still does mean a lot to me. And like Mahogany said, my favorite coachism is don't let your circumstances dictate your behavior. And so I carry that with me every day. Dr. Marshall always checks in on me, and sometimes I'm slow to respond because I have a million things going on. But I really do appreciate those texts when you're checking in on me randomly while I'm over here doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I love Omega Boys Club, Live and Free. Everyone there. I miss you all. I'll have to pop in one day.
Thank you. This next one is Hitting the Threshold. The one and only Messiah Edwards. Messiah. I never tell you, your name is just so prophetic. You can spell it different. Only one Messiah. Hello, honey.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Marshall. Hey, Lady Estelle. Hey, everyone. I attended Alive and Free in 2019. I'm currently still in college. So it's been about 4 to 5 years that I've been with the club. And I feel like the number one thing that Alive and Free has given me, they bestowed a lot of wisdom. And I feel like I can always call Dr. Marshall or Lady Estelle and they speak to my experiences being Black professionals in the world. And they've also really stood up as a role model. Like, you can hear about things going on, but to see it going on in your community is a really big thing. So thank you, guys.
And you are graduating.
Finally. It's about time.
She's at Southern University of New Orleans, down in you're in Baton Rouge, or you're in New Orleans. That's right, in New Orleans.
I'm in New Orleans. Yeah.
That's right. Girl, we're not getting into that. We've been through it with that school. We're gonna
through and through.
We're gonna, yes, you have seen it through. So congratulations on your graduation. And yeah, we have, I don't know, we got 14 new graduates this year, and she's 14, and that will take us to 281. 200. Amazing. I don't even know how it happened, but I know, hard work, hard work and love. Layla Turner, one of the trio of young women that have come through Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. Hi, Layla.
Hi, Dr. Marshall. Hi, ladies. Can you guys see? Okay. Hi. So So the Omega Boys Club, I started when I was a little girl, what, maybe like I don't know, 10 or something. Like, cause my mom is Mama Rita. A lot of people know her as that. And so my mom started going to Omega and bringing us along. And I was really young, and I just used to go to the Tuesday meetings and just listen. And my mind was blown by a lot of the stories that I heard. And having started so young and just kind of like being the little sister of the club, and I didn't necessarily like start when I was getting ready to begin like the curriculum to be able to go to college and stuff. I was kind of there just as a younger child and listening, and there was a lot of things that I learned, a lot of things that made me super grateful for people sharing their lives and sharing their stories, and kind of like taught me some life lessons and some things to be aware of and be mindful of as a young girl coming up. Like, man, like, okay, it's real out here, like, I think it was just like, okay, it kind of like, I think it pointed me in a direction where I really wanted to make the best of my circumstances. And I wanted to, like, knowing that not everyone had the same kind of support and like, just being able to have like both parents in the home and things like that, and have a roof over my head, and always be, not be worried about some of the things that some of the other people that I grew up with in Omega, some did not have those things, and they didn't have that level of security and support. And so it was just like, I just felt super grateful, and really wanted to make the best of my life and be able to like give back in some way, as I grew. Another thing I would say, just like community. It was the community, the people that saw me every week and like cared about me and still care about me and want to see me win. And it's like I liken it to like a church. Like, if just like you just have people that are just, it's outside of your family, your blood relatives that are checking for you, care about you, want to see you win, checking in and just holding you accountable, making you feel like I'm accountable. Like, I remember being away at school and being like, I got people that are expecting me to do things, good things here. Like, I have to take care of business. I have to do what I came here to do, because people have sacrificed and worked hard to help me get here. And so, yeah, I would say that those are like the main things. It's just like gratitude, community, and accountability were things that I really feel like I received on a larger scale over my life from Omega and Alive and Free.
Yeah, and you are one of a trio of sisters that came to the club, and your sister Jamila, your sister Rashida, you're the middle one.
I am the middle one.
Howard. And
yes, the real HU.
That will age you. Y'all, we do.
Well, Jamila went to Hampton, so we have that. We kind of.
I know. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what makes it fun. And, yeah. Just more about you later. Your careers have just all been amazing, and the places you're going and the things you're doing. You're phenomenal, and the things you're doing are phenomenal. Ricky. Where Ricky? There she is. Ricky. I wanted to get you in here because you're still there. You're still there. You are at Alive and Free. Next year you will be somewhere, or and you can tell this because I know you've been accepted to a number of schools. But I know, just watching you as you go through, you're benefiting from being there. So just talk about what you've gotten. You know, you heard the alumni come in last, and I was watching you as the alumni were telling those stories, and your eyes was getting, everybody's eyes getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, I mean, Siobhan was there, and and Monica was there, and but what for you? What have you gotten out of it so far?
Hi guys. Well, I'm still a senior in high school. I started Alive and Free my junior year of high school, and I'm a Willie Mae Scholar, so it's a requirement to come to Alive and Free. So when I first got there, Mrs. Stell was very mean, but she's not mean. I didn't know that she wasn't mean until after. But at first, I felt like, why is she always saying something? We can't even go to the bathroom. Like, why we can't do nothing? And Dr. Marshall, he the cool dad. Like, I want to be laid back. And, so I was like, I really got to be here? But the Giants, they give me a lot of money. So I'm like, I really got to be here. But after a while, I was like, after Mrs. Stell started teaching us stuff, and sometimes she would start speaking to me, but not speaking to me. And she'd be reading my mind. I'm like, how does she know what I'm talking about? How she know what I'm going through? How she know exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and how to encourage me or what to do next? And like the program itself has just been helpful all over. Dr. Marshall and Mrs. Stell, they always make sure, like, hey, Ricky, like, how are you doing? Like, are you good? Like, and the coachism that stick with me is don't ever give somebody a reason to tell you no. Yeah. They both know. I hate the word no. I don't like it. I hate when my parents tell me no. I hate when Mr. Stell tell me no. I hate when Dr. Marshall tell me no. Don't tell me no. So I do everything in my power to make sure they are not telling me no, because I just don't like that word. So that one sticks with me all the time. And I really appreciate you guys. And I'm excited to see. You wanted me to tell the how many I got into?
Yes. Well, first of all, a couple really nice things happened to you. You just this was it Thursday? You were chosen as. Go ahead, just tell them what that was, because they love hearing it.
On Wednesday, I was invited to speak at the mayor's closing his Black History Month ceremony, and I was nervous, but I did it. Like Dr. Marshall always say, if you can speak in front of the club, you can speak in front of anybody, and that is very true, because he always make me go up there and try to read this, do this, read out loud. No, but it helps and it benefits, so I appreciate that.
And I saw clips of it, and you were phenomenal. You really were, and that's the word we're using. That you were phenomenal.
Thank you.
When you told everybody how many schools have you gotten into so far?
12 four-year universities around the United States.
Yep. And we're gonna help pick the one, give you the best deal. Is there a favorite right now? Looking at the money, is there a favorite?
They all giving me money, but we're gonna have to make it work. I gotta talk to Ms. Demetra first, because
everybody know, they all know that. Congratulations, Ricky.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vanita Lee Tatum. Wow. Oh my, Vanita's been here before, but Vanita, it's hard for me to keep Vanita out of it. I always have to get an update because she keeps moving so fast. She's always just like the rose, the flower keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. So thank you, Vanita. I know you were busy this weekend. You weren't sure your internet was gonna happen, but can you hear us? Because we can't hear you yet because you're muted. There she is.
I'm here. Yay. Hey everyone. Hey Omega family, Alive and Free family. I'm here.
Oh, you have talked about it before, but here we are again. What did you get out of being at the club?
Wow. Well, thank you for inviting me to be on the show tonight with my Omega sisters. And I've gotten so many things over the years. I just was jotting down a couple of notes, listening to everyone else chime in and share.
Remember the years what years? Because it's a different time. I can't remember. I mean, so many, I can't remember when you walked in.
It's been, I know. So I came to the club in 97.
There we go.
It was 97. That was the summer after my freshman year in high school, which didn't go so well. So coming to the club was the revival that I needed. It helped really set the tone, for the trajectory of my life. I was turned in a new direction, And I learned so much. I was quiet and shy when I came to the club. I had a lot going on, but I was a person who was reserved. And I learned how to find my voice at the club. And it was a therapy to get up and talk about things, whatever the topics were, every week. I came from Oakland. I would catch the BART and the bus to Potrero Hill every Tuesday night. And that really helped me connect with my forever family in San Francisco, my brothers and sisters from the city. And Maisha says, same here in the chat. Yeah, public speaking is something that I'm doing now professionally. And I know that the beginning for me was right there at the club on Tuesday night. First, listening to Zach, listening to Siobhan, Corey, everyone coming through and just really speaking from the heart and sharing. And even now, I still get nervous when it's time for me to speak, but I remember what you always tell me is that, like, I think one time I told you I needed to prepare for something. You said, you don't need to prepare. You're already prepared. Life has prepared you. And I remember that, and I keep that with me because our experiences and what we've learned through the rules for living has prepared us. So we're ready. We're ready for all of it. My favorite coachism, the one that I can remember and the one that I keep close to my heart, and I miss Coach. He was so lovely. I'm thankful that I had a chance to know him, but what works. I'll just say that. You can finish the rest.
Oh,
but what works.
And it don't make sense to keep doing
That's my favorite coachism.
It don't work.
It don't make sense. That's real. That's real. And that can guide us at any level, in life. And I hold that one dear to my heart. And among so many other lessons, that we've learned. Layla said that's her favorite too. Yes, that's the one. I mean, he said it every week. He always reminded us. And that stuck with me. And even now when I'm trying to figure things out, as a woman, we're talking about women's history, I go back to that and it helps guide me. It helps me make hard decisions. It helps me hold myself accountable, and to make sure that the things that I'm doing are really, truly aligned with my values. I go back to that one. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And you went to?
I went to Chico State University for undergrad. Yeah. And I went to Mills College for grad school.
Oh, this was Vanita's graduation was the only graduation. Somehow she got me to be the graduation speaker at her graduation.
I did. I was on the committee. I said, I know who I'm calling. I was on the planning committee.
It was special. It was.
You came to Chico State. You blessed us. For sure.
I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. Plus, a lot of things I won't forget. All of you have been just amazing, but phenomenal is the word that we're using, and not with just what you did, in college, but what you continue to do with your life. And Lady knows this. Answer me say this. It's interesting because in the beginning, and I think you've heard me say, it was a boys club, right? I was only gonna do boys. That was the thing. I was gonna do boys. Jack, Jack, we gonna do these boys. The boys having all these problems. They dying. They going this, and then Siobhan showed up, right? Right after we started the club, and she came. And she's like, "Oh, my friends are there. I'm coming." I said, "All right, Siobhan. All right. Come on." It was the best decision I ever made. It was the best. I mean, first of all, I would have never met any of you if I hadn't done that. But what's the saying? We're not related, we're all family, right? And so we're family. And I have 5 sisters. Let me give a shout out to my 5 sisters, are phenomenal women. If I don't, they're gonna be saying, "Well, you sound like this other woman for playing me." My 5, when you grow up with 5 sisters, yes, and I'm the oldest, so I've been taking care of them, it was just I can't imagine a club being a boys only club. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine it without the family. And so it's just, yeah, it's the best thing that the decision I made was to have young men and young women in the club. Let me start with you, Mahogany, because you are doing something right now that is like, I want y'all to hear this. What she's doing is like amazing. And so, Mahogany, I knew you got a whole bunch of degrees, right? I mean, I just say I lose track of y'all when you get that bachelor's, right? And then, y'all be doing stuff and I don't know about it. And then, so you got a couple of degrees. So what you got? What kind of degrees you got, girl?
So I have my bachelor's in political science, my master's in counseling psychology, and then I have a JD.
That's a law degree. Okay.
Yes.
Right. See, and you get that. She just, and now recently, well, and you've had a career, you were over I remember you over here in the city at the down in the mayor's office of violence prevention, right? But I'm gonna skip all that. Let's go to what you're doing right now, what you just got chosen to do out in Antioch. That is like, whoa, and just talk about that.
So I was just recently appointed to the Antioch Police Oversight Commission. We will be reviewing some of their policies and procedures and enforcing, justice for the community and reviewing misconduct, police misconduct and investigations.
Now, what's so crazy about this is I was a police commissioner in San Francisco for 14 years, right? And then you're a police commissioner in Antioch, and girl, I know what you're gonna be dealing with. So, like, and I will say this. People always say to me, Dr. Marshall, how you work with them kids? Them kids must drive you crazy. You got a kid, because their image of Black people from the inner city is one thing, right? And I say, man, working with the police, now that was some that was some work, because they didn't feel like they had a problem, and everything's cool around here. So Antioch has really had some issues. I don't know if you can just enlighten everybody on a couple of those. They had issues with text messages and sort of the same things we had over here with the PD that we had to delve into.
Yeah, so there were some racial issues with law enforcement, some misconduct, sending racial text messages. Right now, they're still in litigation, so there are ongoing legal cases going on right now. So I won't talk too much about it. I mean, it is in the newspaper, but there were some racial issues with the police department and racial text messages. And currently, there are 3 civil rights lawsuits right now that are pending.
Lady E, she got her police commissioner thing going. You hear that? I can't talk too much about that right now, because that's what I was used to say. The person who talked to me, I said, well, I can't talk about it now. Some litigation, so on and so forth. Go Agony! Oh my God!
I heard the whole tone. Everything changed. It's like, okay, so we're talking to Miss JD now, and so this is the and it's like, that's phenomenal. Okay. Another phenomenal professional woman that needs to be out there who's looking like me. I'm like, all right, girl, all right. Yes.
Good luck. That is, look, if you can do anything to get the department to treat people the way they should be treated, that is a huge step. You know the problem we have with policing in this country, for forever. And Antioch is one of those cities where, they got a lot of problems anyway, and then the department is one of them. So thank you for taking that on. Thank you how long is your appointment?
It's for 3 years.
All right. Okay, I'm coming when at a commission meeting, I'm just gonna show up, sit in the back. I'm gonna sit in the back. Layla, what are you currently doing? Layla is a numbers person. I'm not, how you do all them numbers, girl? Yeah, go ahead.
So right now as of 2021, I decided not to go back. After I had my daughter, I decided not to go back to my accounting job in corporate America. So I have expanded my practice. I'm a tax preparer. I do tax strategy for my clients and tax compliance. And I'm growing my practice really this year. Ellie just went to preschool in August of last year. So I really just got really got to like dive in and really expand the way I want to this year. And I'm also doing client advisory services like CFO for small businesses, fractional CFO services, which, you know, is designed to be the voice, the advisor, someone to guide small businesses that are looking to grow and scale, and just being able to give back in that way to try to help people that may need some guidance, look at the you know, analytics and things like that. So that's what I'm also offering to my clients, which is new this year that I'm doing. So I'm excited. You know, I feel blessed that people trust me with such important things as, you know, their finances. I do some coaching. Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, I feel like I have kind of like a heart for like counseling and that kind of thing. So like coaching, and like kind of helping people kind of talk through their relationship with money and like all that kind of stuff is like is where I feel passionate. And so those are the things that I'm working on right now.
And you are always busy. You busy all the time. I mean, the mom part is busy. The other part is busy. Every time I come, it's like you out of breath. But you work. You got the work ethic. And you're good. You're good. You're good. Coach would be proud of you, girl.
Thank you. I hope so.
Teresa, you have built. Remember she went off to law school? Remember she went off to Florida? Off to Florida A&M to go to law school.
I remember.
Oh, Lord, what have you done since then, and what are you doing now? I ain't gonna tell people where you just moved because I'm jealous. You can say if you want. I'll tell Mrs. Snow later. If you want to tell people where you moved, that's cool. But
Dr. Marshall, you can tell Mrs. Steele where I moved to.
Hey, no problem. Now everybody want to know. I shouldn't have said nothing.
I know. I'm in wine country. I just moved to Napa last Sunday, actually. So it's been a week. So I finally, all day, I was just like putting everything away and getting settled in. Me and my sister when I moved back, so I went to law school in 2012, and then I came back in 2015 after I graduated and passed the bar. And me and my sister have been living together since then, and now we're both getting our own separate apartment. So I'm gonna miss her and my niece Damani. They were here earlier helping me, but yeah, so it's a new journey for us. But yeah, so I am an attorney. I work remotely. Our office is in San Francisco. I work for Gordon Creek, Kelly Hall, Angel, and Sugarman. I know that is long. I do both insurance defense and plaintiff side personal injury. So if you're ever injured in a car accident, slip or fall, any kind of personal injury, just hit me up. I am your girl. I will get you paid.
All right.
I will get you paid. Whew.
All right. I'm all about getting paid, girl. Go ahead.
And I'm actually litigating the case right now. It's about to go to trial. So I've been working a lot, like long hours. Right now I'm doing expert disclosures, and hopefully I think we're gonna settle it, but I still have to prep it as if it's gonna go to trial. So I'm litigating right now.
Wow. Ms. L, if I remember correctly, early on, a few years ago, she had an interview she was doing or something like that. And maybe I got this wrong, but I think I got it right. And I think it was with either a judge or a lawyer up at San Francisco Juvenile Hall, if I'm correct.
I don't know if it was Juvenile Hall, but
are you talking about when I worked at the court?
Yes.
Courthouse. Yeah. That
with
first
Judge Kelly.
Yeah. Kelly, right. And either you wrote a paper or you said something that referenced something you had learned at the club. That
in the interview I did. I think it was the coach. It was the coacism, I believe, probably my favorite.
Okay, so this a story I love to tell. So they asked her, why, you know those questions, why should we give you this job? And from what I remember, she said, because I don't let my circumstances dictate my behavior.
That is exactly what I said.
And they said, bam, you got the job.
Oh, right. Straight from the club. Wow. Amazing. That was because I know there's something that Ariane can tell us about her that she used at her graduation when she spoke, because she got directly from you, Lady E. Congratulations, Napa, huh? Why? Okay, if you just see me showing up, okay, all right. Now,
congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So one of the things I'll just share about Tarisha, when she came to Alive and Free, to Omega, and she took the class. She didn't qualify for anything because she already had her undergraduate degree. So she was not qualified for the scholarship, but she kept coming. Not only did she keep coming, she did that final project. And Mahogany and Layla, Vanita, let me just tell you, that final project is a no joke. See, Ricky said I was mean. Yeah, no, we not playing. And it's not about not playing. It's like we ain't playing. This is serious because we know what's out there. So you need to get this right. So Tarisha, bless her heart, she did that project and it was exemplary. It was exemplary. So I went to Dr. Marshall and I said, look, we got to give her something. We know she doesn't qualify. She knows she doesn't qualify, but she did it anyway. She did the work. And then she went to Florida, and I tell you what, she checked back in. She was like, no nonsense, get it done. Every opportunity she did not miss. She took the writing contest, writing something, and she came in first. She was not playing. And then she came back ready for that job, that interview. We talked about it. Baby said, no, you go. And that mean talk, Ricky, that mean talk, don't get yourself together. You ain't got time to be scared. You sit in there, and she came back with that because I don't let my bam. So yeah, she was very different because she came in and said, I'll do it no matter what. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
that's it
was amazing.
Absolutely. Vanita Lee.
Hey.
I ain't seen you on LinkedIn lately. I figured you just taking a break for a bust out thing. You be like, anyway, you're doing something now. I heard you teaching something. So I heard you the grapevine. Word on the street was that you doing something else. So you got the paint. Well, I ain't gonna tell you a story. You got the paintings. You got the. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. What you doing now?
Yeah, you know what? Yep. So for the past 6 years, really 8 years, I've been doing all kinds of different things. My career is in banking and finance, and I'm really thankful that I've had that experience. I'm still going to be in that arena, but I started my own business as a business strategy consultant, and I set out to empower women of color entrepreneurs to create financial growth because I learned during my career that we face the most disproportionate financial headwinds, and there's a lack of resources and support for Black women-owned businesses. And I saw the disparity and I wanted to make a contribution, and I determined through education I could do that. And so I've been working with so many entrepreneurs, helping them with their business strategy, helping and coaching and connecting them with information and resources that they need to grow. And I've done that through partnering with different organizations. And that's been really fulfilling for me. Simultaneously, I had emerged as a visual artist because when I was at the height of my career, I experienced burnout. And I didn't know that I needed to heal from just life in general. And I started painting and becoming a visual artist just really opened up the floodgates, because I realized that I had only been focused on business. And by that, I mean, I was just really trying to find a way to provide for myself, my family, essentially escape poverty, change generational cycles and those types of things. And through my ambition, I was just working so much, and I wasn't taking great care of myself the way that I needed. And that became apparent. And so I started to understand that I needed a space to be free, to resolve some things that were going on within. And art became my gateway for healing. And I've been really like on this crazy ride since I became an artist, sharing my story with other people, especially women like myself, young, highly ambitious, but I won't say misguided, but needing some support around connecting with self and doing things that are going to be putting, essentially your needs first. And for me, that's what art did. And it's opened up a pathway for me to share more about my story and to help others tap into their creativity and regardless of whatever medium that might be. So I've been doing that, and it's been amazing. My small business has served, I've been saying has served over 300 entrepreneurs since the pandemic, but it's actually more than 400 because that was an old number. I had to revisit that, and I did some assessments, and I realized, wow, I've been serving a lot of people right here in the Bay Area and across the country and even across the world. I've had clients and projects that I've been on. It's just been just crazy. But really, it's been a matter of me opening up and saying, I want to learn new things. I want to challenge myself. And there's a lot of things I want to do that I can't because I'm balancing a lot. I'm a mom, I'm married, I have a career. And so I have to really kind of toe this line of doing all the things that I dream of, but also making sure that I'm staying centered and grounded and caring for myself in the process. So you always talk about LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I posted on LinkedIn today. Go check me out. See what I share about an event that I recently did. I mentioned earlier I've been doing more public speaking, and I've been getting really comfortable after I found my voice, becoming an artist, now sharing my voice and just being unconcerned about any type of fear of making mistakes, of being imperfect. And I think that's what art did for me. It really set me free. It set me free from being in competition with others or with myself, and helped me to become validated, knowing that I'm enough. And helping, it bridges, this gap with consciousness. And it really has connected me with a new community of like-minded people, people who want to learn and grow and who want to do things that are positive and that can bring change to the world. And so art, education, business, amongst other things, have been my passions, along with fashion. I feel like I want to say that, how we show up in the world, how we present ourselves and show our creativity. I think those things are so important. And those are some of the things that have been instrumental in my healing process over the years. This year is brand new. I know there's a lot of new things on the horizon because I've been a big dreamer, and there's some things inside of me that they're so big, like they're just like, it feels like I'm gonna break sometimes. Like there's so much inside. And so I'm giving myself the time and the space that I need to continue developing and just being open to new opportunities, new ideas, and learning new ways of doing things. And that's been an incredible journey for me. and I'm having a lot of fun, on this journey.
You know what? One thing I've learned, the journey is way more fun than the destination.
For sure.
Everything. Oh man, just
the
enjoy.
Journey is everything.
The journey makes the destination worthwhile, and so and you just gotta get on a journey and go, right? And then find a place that you can. All of you to find a place where it's for you. I know I got my thing. I know Lady E has hers. He said you got to find a place where we can go for peace, and healing and creativity, and it's in all of us. But just keep on journeying, keep on journeying, keep on journeying. Wonderful.
It's all about the journey. The journey is the experience, and we can have like multiple journeys at once. And I think, right, that's what I needed. I needed to learn because I knew that there was more to life than just the daily grind and the hustle. I love that, but I felt that there was more, and there is more, and there's still so much more to come.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna come, and that's what makes it fun. It's gonna you don't know what places you're gonna be, but just enjoy it, all of you. Let me go to Ariane. Who what are you doing, girl? I never saw you doing.
I currently work as an urban planner at the San Francisco Planning Department. That's just what I've been doing. Like, as you all talk about the journey, it's something I never expected I would be doing, but like it's been interesting. It's been super fun, so I'm happy to be here.
What did Lady, recount what she said at what you said that she remembered so well and used as part of her address at the Black graduation?
It's Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, the last day of Kwanzaa is January 1st, and that's called the Day of Meditation. And so I asked the students at Omega to think about and to get ready for that day of meditation and answer 3 questions. Who am I? Am I who I say I am? And am I all I ought to be? That's how we end Kwanzaa. Mm-hmm. So, that was the assignment they were given. Ariane got that assignment along with other kids in the class. I do give that assignment every year. And Ariane, it was significant.
Yeah. 4 years later at her graduation, you referenced those words. And that was a pretty powerful speech you made, girl.
Thank you. It resonated. That's the only thing I can say. It resonated. Like, I felt it. I never forgot it. The moment I heard it, I think in that moment, I wrote it in my notes. And like, as I was thinking about a graduation speech, like those are the words that just appeared in my head. And so I just built around that. And it still resonates. It's just something that I always think about. It's a way to just reevaluate where you are and where you're going as you're thinking about the journey. Like, who are you? Like, are you really who you say you're being? Are you all you ought to be? Like, that's so powerful to me to like reflect about yourself, but also like where you're at currently and how far you can go. But yeah, so those things I'll never forget. Thank you, Mrs. Stell, for saying it. It was great. I often like watch my graduation speech too to remind myself about the things that I said, because like
that's
like
good.
I saved a clip of my phone. I'm like, wait, like, am I staying true to this again? Because like, again, it's about reevaluating yourself and like self-reflection, but also like looking ahead and looking back too. And like, that's what life's all about as you think about your journey, as you think about where you've been and where you're going.
Wow. I'm looking at Ricky, and Ricky heard that same assignment, huh?
Messiah, as you graduate, you call me on the phone. I'm sitting in my car. Or you call me or you text me. What's your next step, it looks like?
So I recently completed my LSAT preparation course. My plan is to go to law school.
All right.
So yeah.
And she's already got
I got my first acceptance last week, and oh my goodness, I was floored. I literally called the lady. If you know, on the LSAT, it tells you your decision was rendered. And that wasn't good enough for me. So I called the people. I was like, what was the decision? So they told me the decision and I got admitted. And when I tell you, it just felt like a full circle moment because it's just like a full year of preparation between like the LSAT and just applying to law schools and just making sure that I am mentally ready and capable for the things that I prayed for, my blessings. And I feel like throughout this process, the biggest thing that I've learned is that delayed gratification yields the best results. Some things we go through, it's not the easiest process. We don't get a clap and award every week, or every month. So to wait 12 months and to finally receive a acceptance letter, it brought tears to my eyes, and I called about everybody. I was so excited to call Dr. Marshall and let him know that yes, I'm going to law school. It don't matter if I got 1 or 10. I got that 1 and 1 was enough, and I'm going to law school.
In the USF, University of San Francisco Law School, a very good law school.
And let me just say about this one, who ended up down in New Orleans, and she thought things were just all laid out, and they were not. That girl went through, if I can just say, hell and high water, trying to make it work. Bless her heart, she just went through, and there was just one roadblock after another. But her persistence, her consistency, what did she say? She said, but that wasn't good enough. When they gave her a response, she said that wasn't good enough. She wanted to know more. That is who Messiah is. She is not going to stop until she gets there. And that's the way she started. And she's continued that. Girl, congratulations. Keep it up. That's what it takes. Tenacity.
Thank you so much.
Consistency, persistence. And did you see your JD colleague saying, all right, girl, and get their numbers, okay?
Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. I would love to connect with you. I feel like Lady Estelle, the both of you guys have been a tremendous support system. I could always lean on you guys and call you guys. Like, I appreciate my Omega family so much. Even the Omega members out here, I can always call Deb. I can always call somebody from Omega to be of support.
Ricky, you are following in some. Look at this! All these ladies that have. What do you think? And tell them you got to name all those schools, right? And your goals and aspirations, because you're beginning on your collegiate journey. They've been through it. They've been grad school, and you see where they are now. But I mean, you talk about what do I always say? I say if they can do it, you can do it, right? And the people are sitting there like, well, I don't know if I know if they can do it, you can do it. And so, what are you thinking now, Ricky?
These are some big shoes to fill, but I can do it. I know. I'm very dedicated. I'm trying to look up all the schools. If you want me to share them, Dr. Marshall.
Yes, you can get that. Well, that's okay. Well, if you can't find, you can't find. What do you want to do though? Go ahead. You can do the schools or both.
Okay. I want to go to school to become a therapist. I want to go for teens, psychology and sociology. COVID really hit hard for me, especially because I went through COVID my 8th grade and my 9th grade year. So my 9th grade year, I never went to the high school. I never even seen the high school. Didn't even know none of the kids, everything was on the Zoom. And I didn't get an 8th grade graduation. So that whole 2 years was really hard for me at the time. And I've realized a lot of teens don't have support or people that they could talk to. A lot of my friends were telling me during that time or not just my friends, people that I know were telling me that them and their parents weren't getting along, or they had no one to talk to, no one to vent to, no one to open up to. And I feel like when we grow up, I said this in my speech as well, we need people to help us who we can trust. We need Mrs. Stells. We need Dr. Marshalls. We need Jacks. We need people who we can count on that are outside of our guardians. And I feel like that's really why I really want to be a therapist for Black teens and feel like, because we're always told like therapy is for white people, and that's not true. Like, and it doesn't going to therapy does not make you crazy.
Nope.
It really can help you. And I'm just excited, and double majoring is a big thing, but I'm gonna do it.
Congratulations, dear. I know part of the 12 schools will be it's gonna be fun picking out the one for you. It's gonna be fun, and I love because each of them could probably, some of them who've had Miss Demetra during that college prep class will tell you, we're gonna get you the best deal. We're gonna get you, you'll be a blue chip scholar. We're gonna get you the best deal from that school. So hopefully
my mom found the schools for me. Hold on, I'm gonna read them to you.
Okay.
So I got her little Android. Arizona State, Jackson State, Hampton, Hawaii, SF State, Sonoma State, Clark Atlanta, Cal State, LA, UNLV, San Jose State, and Georgia State.
Okay. All right. Congratulations on all of those, and more to come. More to come. I just want to say thank you to all of you for spending this hour with us. This is the best way I could have thought to start Women's History Month and to celebrate the 37th birthday of the club. You know, the two happen to coincide. I'll get the fellas somewhere down the road. You know, we don't, but it's just phenomenal women. You just amazing. And you represent women, you represent the women of Alive and Free Omega Boys Club, but more importantly, you represent yourself and your families. Yeah. And the most important thing to me is when somebody, they say your name and they go, ooh, look at that, look what she did, your name is all you got. You know what I mean? Your name is, when they say Layla Turner, oh, Ricky Norris got this, Ariana did this, Bonita, man, Mahogany's on that commission. Cerise, that girl went like she do it when they do that, when they get to that girl thing, and Messiah, that girl went through hell at that school, and she's still, that is the best thing, Wow, that's amazing. And push through it all. I was using the poems Still I Rise, you know, a lot last month during Black History Month. And not only have you risen, you continuing to rise. And that's women, that's phenomenal women. Lady E, it's you.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care. Because I'm a woman phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. That's you and me. Congratulations, young ladies. Continue to let your light shine.
You know, I love all of you. All of you always will. Y'all be my babies forever. You could be 102 with gray hair. You're still my girl. You're still my baby. I'm gonna be looking out for you. Thank you so much for the night. Now you got to get up and get back at that world and continue to be phenomenal. Thank you. So I'll see you soon. Okay. Thank all of you. Good night. Love you.